Hello everybody, Flik here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are looking at Blackguards. This is by Daedalic, I believe that's pronounced, Entertainment. It's a fantasy turn-based RPG. It was previously in beta, however as of the 22nd of January it has now been updated to the full finished thing, and that is the version I am playing. What you're about to see and hear are gameplay from the very early game and also my opinions on the game as of 90 minutes of playing. So, you know, very first impression, especially because it's an RPG of multiple hours. But that's what we're going to see, and also to avoid spoilers, I didn't want to go too far into the game before creating content. So we're going to go to continue anyway, and it's going to load my last save, I believe. And we'll get a look at the game. Now, the first thing to get out of the way is that there's no free roam in the typical RPG sense. Like, you aren't controlling your character, who's just named Flik, because you can name him whatever you want. You aren't walking through a town talking to NPCs. If you're in a town, you're given this kind of overlay. The symbols tell you who to talk to. You talk to innkeepers if you want to heal and regen your astral points, which is what it basically just refers to MP. There's also a healer if you take wounds in the D&D style sense. You get wounds, and there's also to hit rolls and things like that. It's all done in the back end, but it's there working. And then also down here we have a trainer here, Alyssa. There's a beggar who was giving me some information. I might talk to him again just so you can hear about the voice acting in the game. And then there's also a merchant here who I can buy and sell goods to. Now, I've only just been given access to kind of side quests, so I've got a few of those going. I've done one already. I'm going to do another one on film, and depending on how long that takes, we might cover a tiny bit of the main story. But the general gist is you're playing as a man or a woman who is framed for murder after you try and save a woman you knew from what appears to be a werewolf, or maybe just a regular wolf, I don't know. There was something weird going on either way. You get blamed for her death. You escape with the help of a wizard here named Zubaran, and Narum, the dwarf. And you've kind of just been flung together, and now you're all wanted men. So, also while trying to kind of like clear your innocence, you're given typical RPG side quests. So, I can have a look at the menus briefly. You get your character sheets with your basic stats. You also have your base values, which you can raise using you earn AP for basically doing everything in the game. Exploration, winning fights, etc. You can also specialise in different types of weapons. You can either specialise in defence or offence. I believe that's what that means anyway. Even thrown weapons and ranged weapons. And there's also a talent tree, there's also a spell tree, and there's also a special abilities tree, all of which can be customised. You go to trainers to learn this stuff, assuming you have the prerequisite AP and also the prerequisite stats. So there's a lot of depth here that I wasn't actually expecting. And then there's even more inventory management here with your equipment. And what else we got? Well, it's just equipment. You need to wear belts to be able to take usable items into battle. So actually, I should probably buy a belt for my main character.
Did you find the staff?
No, not
No, I haven't done that side quest yet. We're about to. There we go.
What do you have to offer?
Now, by the way, I swear, I think the voice for the male version of your character, he sounds a lot like the guy who did the male Hawk voice from Dragon Age 2. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but they sound alike. And either way, I find that fantastic. Because playing through Dragon Age 2 as sarcastic Hawk is basically what made that game playable. And he's sarcastic in this as well at times, although you don't really get to choose. So yeah, I want to buy armour, and I would like to buy, I think I need 2 shabby belts actually. Do I have the money for this? I have enough for 1. Oh yes, you can shift click, I keep forgetting. I'll buy the 1 for now, and we'll come back to you in a second after I do your side quest. So now, if I equip a belt, I will get 1 inventory space to bring something into battle. And I want to do that because I've started taking a lot of damage in fights. Fights are steadily getting a lot tougher, so I want a weak healing potion, or a healing potion. I'll take a weak one. There we go. Provisions are used outside of combat to rest the party. I don't think it heals wounds, all vitality and astral. Yeah, it doesn't cure wounds. Wounds give you penalties to hit and whatnot in battle in typical D&D fashion. And I also have a quest log here, but we don't really want to look too much at that because it may have spoilers in it. We'll press enter in here and go out into the world map. So my main quest is down here in Dwarves. We might go have a look at that towards the end of the video. But the side quest I want to do is find the missing staff. That's hard to say with my accent. For that merchant. And I have heard rumours that there is some kind of troll or swamp thingy waiting for me in this area. So let's find out what we get and we'll get into combat. Oh, probably.
Looks like we found
not.
a cousin. But where's the mascaron staff?
And what kind of creature leaves tracks like these? Those feet must belong to a giant.
We should slay it and earn ourselves a reputation.
Didn't the merchant mention a wood troll? Perhaps someone mistook the mascaron staff for a relative.
You mean the wood troll took it?
We should slay it and earn ourselves a reputation.
Stereotypical dwarf there. So where am I going now? Ah, right. Wood troll. Never fought one of these before. I was warned that swamp gases are flammable and that I should avoid using fire magic. Guess what my mage specialises in? Anyway. Let's see what happens here, and it'll probably load a battle screen and it'll let me talk about that now. Battle system is the best part of the game, by the way. Oh wow, he is big. Okay, this is a big battlefield. So this is what battles look like. They're not usually as big as this, believe it or not. It's actually usually a bit more, say that kind of size there-ish. But what's really interesting is, much in the same way as Divinity actually, you can interact during battles with scenery and stuff and use it to your advantage. Like for example, if there's ranged enemies, you can hide behind cover, or if you're a tall character behind a short character like the dwarf here, you can fire over his head and things like that. And also I can hold V.
That could be useful.
He's saying that could be useful, but nothing's getting highlighted. If you press V, it highlights things you can interact with on the map. Now obviously there must be something weird with these puddles. I'm willing to bet if I fire into them, they will explode. So I'm going to try and lure him into that and see what happens. Who am I controlling right now? I'm controlling myself. I only recently got this greatsword. I'm curious if I walk into this whether it will poison me, or it might make me fall over. You can trip if you kind of walk through stuff that would do that. I'll move cautiously behind cover here. And he has... The blue area, by the way, is where you can move in one turn and still have an additional action. If you move in white areas, that uses up your whole turn. So I'm just going to skip for him. Now this is the mage. This is a guy I want close enough to do a bit of damage. So he is going to run all the way along there. And then he is the dwarf. Where's the dwarf going to go? He's my tank. He can go there. And then he can kind of go forward a little bit. I want to kind of make sure I lure him through these puddles. So if I do that, we'll see. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to have such a huge movement range. Bloody hell. Okay, well that's not any good now, is it? What am I going to do? I want to lure him through this then, I guess, so I could run everybody back, but he's still going to make it. If I move myself here, stop there. This is my mage. No, I'm still controlling me, aren't I? Oh yes, I forgot to mention the radial wheel where you can just use all your abilities. You can also press interact. You can also just press on the stage. But sometimes bringing up the radial wheel is easier. Like the only attack I have for myself currently is Power Blow because I'm a melee type. There was a few types to choose from when I started. There is also a custom mode, but they said that was for advanced characters, advanced players, so I ignored it because I was learning the game for the first time. Yeah, so I am currently moving myself still. I want to stay there. And then I want my mage to move back to round about here. Yeah. He didn't fall over, so that means it is safe to touch. And I probably could damage him, right? No, I moved too far. Wait. And then you move there. This is gonna hurt. And he's gonna get his turn. But he's gonna stay in this stuff and we'll see what happens. Ooh, that's damaging. He also wounded me. So there we go. I have one wound, so that's -2 attack, parry, dodge, ranged combat, initiative and speed. In other words, loads and loads of bad stuff. Let's try and smack him. You're not gonna smack him? Oh right, I have to touch the... That's one thing I would say, it's sometimes a bit hard to get enemy hitboxes. You can spin the camera up and down though. I missed! I missed a target that big! Is this XCOM? Now if I move here I can still hit him, right? Because I don't want to block the shot of the mage. I think I can. Please tell me I can. Oh, I totally can. I'll wait. Right, I want to cast a spell, please. I want to cast Igneous Inferno. Can I not put it there? No. Okay, let's try the other fire spell then. Let's try the single shot one. Oh! I did 3/4 of his health with that. Nice. Also, I think I stunned him because his initiative went down. Ah, that wound is really going to make me basically do nothing to this guy with my character. Come on, dwarf!
Get away!
Oh, you suck as well. Fair enough. He is dodging, right? Yeah, it definitely said would. Oh, he's going after the mage. This is the mage I'm controlling. It was saying he was dodging, right? It wasn't just that I couldn't do any damage, because sometimes there is fights where you have to win by a gimmick. Like there was one where it was just an endless stream of bugs and I had to shut every hole on the map that they were getting out of before the stage would end. Let's run you over here and then blast you again. Spells can fail, by the way. It has an 84% chance to succeed though, so that's good. Now come on, don't suck my character. Be awesome. He dodged. Of course he did. That was better. How much health has he got? He's still got a lot. Leave the mage alone! Oof. Wounded him as well now. Fantastic. I could be luring him into another puddle to explode him, but I thought maybe he'd have low enough health that I could just do the rest of the damage myself. Let's burn him again. Don't fail. Nice. One more of those would actually be enough, I suspect. Wait a minute, I want you to walk around here first. Go on, dwarf. Nice.
A stick with an ugly face. That must be it. But my friends, I don't trust that merchant one bit. He serves the dragon, I can smell it. He must never get his hands on the fetish.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I say, let's burn the fetish staff.
I wholeheartedly disagree. The staff is probably worth more than any reward the merchant could possibly give us. I say we keep it.
Okay, so I suspect we're about to get a choice here. And that's where another interesting aspect of Blackguards comes in. In the final patch notes for the beta becoming the full release, they pointed out that there is many consequences for your actions in the game, you know, in stereotypical recent Western RPG fashion, but they've decided to make it far less obvious of the repercussions of your choices when you initially make them. And that's a fantastic idea, because you can basically save scum if you know something's going to go wrong right after you pick a choice, right? So this is the way it should be done. You don't know the consequence until it happens. Now technically you could still save scum, but you might have to go back hours if you wanted to revert from some choice you made ages ago. And they also mentioned that there is multiple endings, multiple ways to get to endings, and also different content that will open up based on your decisions. They also specifically pointed out that when you get to Chapter 3, and I'm still in Chapter 1 for the record, Chapter 3 the game becomes much more open in terms of the map, I believe. Far more sub-quests and side-quests, I should say, open up and give you access to lots of other optional fights and things to do. Right now I'm still very much on the main story path, it's just I'm given the odd job to do for people. So I guess we get to make our decision back here, and you're going to get to see me deliberate live, as it were. I'm not sure. I don't fully trust my wizard companion, because apparently we're at war with the kingdom he's from, and in very much Dragon Age 2 fashion, apparently they keep slaves and whatnot over there, so they're not exactly morally aligned towards good by the sounds of it. But what I will also have to do is heal up my wounds.
What do you want?
So thank you, healer. Everyone's rude to me in this town, I don't know why. Everybody, please. Thank you. And if I wanted to restore my mage's MP, I would also have to go rest at the inn. He's still got half, so that's enough for me. Did I get enough AP to level up anything? I haven't been given quest rewards yet, have I? Not quite enough, I needed 200. Typical. Do I have the staff in my inventory? Did I actually get given it? No, I did not. So I don't even know what stats are on it. Because I'm not really keen on my mage being equipped with a dagger. It was basically the only thing I had lying around that he had a little bit of skill in. That looks very much like Link's wooden shield from Ocarina of Time. Anyway, we'll speak to the merchant.
The staff?
Right, so here we go. I can either just give him the staff, I can say I haven't found it, or I can ask him about the Magister. What does that do?
This Master Yurias, has he been in town for long?
He's a respectable citizen of Wobran.
And yet few people here have heard of him.
Yes. He's a bit of a recluse. Gout. Old age.
Okay, that's not dodgy in the slightest. The voice acting, more or less, by the way, I like. I think it's good. Some of it feels a bit not professional, but I like all of it. So, do I want to give him the staff? The beggar was telling me that this guy is a bit weird, and he opens at night and things like that, like he's some kind of vampire or something, but I haven't had any other inklings that there's something dodgy about him. So do I give him the staff or do I not? I assume if I don't give him it, I would then have to make one of my companions angry at me by either burning the staff or giving it over. But if I give it to him, I'm making them both angry. So, I am going to say staff not found.
There was no trace of the staff, or your cousin.
No, that's not good. Not
Oh, you
good
could have at least
all.
told him his cousin was dead. I didn't mean to be that big of a
Thanks
dick.
for trying.
So now I definitely don't get... He offered me 2 gold, or 2 ducats as it's called, for finding the staff, so I obviously have forfeited that reward.
What do you have to offer?
Oh, I do have the staff now. What has this got on it? Cleverness +1, astral regeneration +1, which is nice. An eerie staff with a grimacing face. The merchant Proposi in Waraban claims that he owes the staff to Magister Loreas, who in himself seems a bit dodgy and may in fact be some kind of vampire. So I'm kind of glad I did that now I think about it. I could buy hoods. They offer 40% additional damage against melee. Can I afford this? I only have 8 ducats. I'm cash strapped at the moment. And also in the game. Okay, let's see here. You have nothing to offer me right now. Let's go to inventory. Let's go to weapons. This will be two-handed, I assume. But it's good for astral regeneration, so you get that, I guess. You do have multiple weapon sets, by the way, so you can quickly on the fly change them. So if you have a ranger-based character, you can change to, say, a dagger as a backup. And that's important because range damage is really well done in this, in that if you've got melee targets close to you and you're trying to fire, they affect your ability to do so, and you also do less damage if they're close to you or something like that. I haven't actually used a ranged character, so I can't say for sure. I've just saw it in the tutorials and things. Again, it's very much in the similar way that D&D handles this kind of stuff, and I like that a lot. So he's now using a two-handed staff. I've got no inclination of really giving him the dagger back, so that's fine with me. I only want it for the astral regeneration pretty much. So now, I can't train either because I haven't got quite enough. I'll need to come back here after I get one more win under my belt. I believe the only other quest I've got is the main quest, yeah. And we haven't really been going long enough for me to be comfortable stopping there. I am going to save though, because I don't want to lose my progress if I get screwed over in the next fight. And we're going to press enter, and I will go to the next town and see what happens. We'll see a bit more of the story. I don't mind showing a little bit because this is the early game. I believe there is 6 chapters in total, or 5, and then some kind of final confrontation. I don't know. I was looking at the achievements. The achievements, by the way, give away a bit of spoilers, I think, so I wouldn't read them if I were you. Let's go to Drolash and see what happens. We might get stuck on the way. Nope. We were meeting up with the Dwarves' friends to try and find a way to sneak into the city because we're wanted criminals, although apparently we've just wandered in randomly. So that's fine too, I guess. Is there anyone here to talk to for a quest? Probably these Dwarves. You look very dainty, innkeeper. Alright, let's talk to the Dwarves and see what happens. Did you see the size of the guard up there?
A human and a dwarf are wading through a river. The elf says this ford is deep. The water comes up to my chest. The human says the water comes up to my neck. The dwarf says nothing.
Oh, was that supposed to be a joke? Do I laugh or do I not laugh? Don't laugh. I didn't want to sigh though. I keep on accidentally being a dick.
How goes the dragon hunt? I bet you return so you can finally pay off your debt to Cheristelli.
This, my friends, is Cadalman. The silent one is Baal. They're both sons of the Honourable Cadrin.
May Angros guard his spark. Come, play a game with us.
Game? Okay.
What's the game?
It's simple. Baal writes a number between 1 and 7 on a piece of paper. Like 2, for instance. Then you guess whether the number is odd or even. How much do you wager?
Silver.
Alright, odd or even?
What did he say? Numbers between 1 and 7. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's more chance of it being even.
Even.
You are going against the odds. Very
Oh, okay, I stand corrected then.
2. You win.
I think, did I not do my, I thought you said between 1 and 7, and that would mean that there's 3 even and 2 odd. Well, either way, doesn't matter. Let's see, we've got some more chatting to do here, so we'll do this. It's an RPG after all.
We have to get it to draw.
The mouse wants to slip into its hole, but a kitten guards it.
There are many kittens in Droll.
We could certainly help you, but we're still waiting for a shipment. We don't mind waiting. We're getting richer with every passing hour.
Except
But
when
I
you play
suppose
me.
You can't afford to wait.
Let's ask about this dragon hunt.
Did you just mention
Oh, it's a new quest.
dragon hunt?
What's his name again, Norim?
Fornenfur. He's got my axe. My axe.
And my
We should
axe.
hunt him together, my friends. He's got a hoard in the Highlands. I'll share the treasure with you. You'll be rich.
You're merchants.
More or less.
What do you trade in?
The only thing that's worth trading. Money.
Collectibles.
And a
Whoops.
few other things.
I don't want to accidentally forward the story without doing this side quest, but I'll listen to the deal because I just saved anyway.
Who's next?
A good friend promised to bring us a gift. Maybe you'd like to remind him. A dreamweed shipment from Mengbilla.
Dreamweed?
A nice little pastime from the south. I would have recommended Ilmen leaf, though.
Find out what became of it. Then we'll take you into the city.
Okay.
We'll get your shipment.
Our friend lives west of here in Thenesh. Let's hope he doesn't put up a fight.
That means he's going to put up a fight. I've played RPGs.
Let's go.
Right, before we leave, everyone is healed. Nobody has wounds. Right, good. So if we go back to the world map now, we should have two options, right? The main quest and the dragon side quest. Yep, there's the main quest that's marked by that dealie there. And we can also go on a dragon hunt. Well, I think you want to see me die to a dragon, right? Oh, hang on, we've got a... oh no, it's just going back to that town, right. I'm going to save again because I don't want to lose just that little bit of conversation since I was paying attention to it. I must admit, I'm getting very into this game. More so than Divinity. I don't know if it was because maybe Divinity just felt unfinished. But this is definitely a complete experience. I'm interested in the story. I like the way that the battles play. Hopefully, if we do get into another fight here by going to Dragon Hunt, I'll be able to show off some more of the interactive stuff you can do with the scenery, because I've had a lot of fights like that. It's unfortunate that the troll one only had that
Great
one gimmick.
idea. Hiding your map in a hollow tree in the middle of the
Ah, here we go.
Well, come on, you beasts.
Haven't fought these before, don't know what they are. They're swamp apes, and they're swamp apes. So, are these explosive barrels, I wonder? They can be used. What can they be used for? Oh right, you shove them forward so that, say there was ranged users there, I could bring the cover with me so that I'm protected. Interesting. Right, I guess we're going to play the waiting game here. I'll move forward a little bit. Actually, I'll turn the camera to get a better idea of what's going on. There we are, that's much better. Makes it look a lot more gamey at this angle, but at least I can see what I'm doing. Let's hide you there, and then you can just wait. And then this is the mage. How close do I need to be to fire? Let's assume that you need to be quite close. Burn them. Burn them with cleansing fire. Oh, the trees are in the way, are they? That's unfortunate. Burn them. It's a massive chance of a fail. It failed. Never mind. Did they not move? It went straight back to my turn, didn't it? It's weird. There's something... they're lying in wait, perhaps to fight me at the choke point. Okay, I'll play your game. Yeah, there's something weird going on here. They're not coming after me. Well, what's... oh, right, you can get stuck in the swamp. That's not a thing. I totally wasn't paying attention that the ground looked different there. It does as well. You can totally see that it is. I'm surprised it didn't just fall over, which makes you miss a turn, by the way. Right, well, the dwarf can take a few hits, so if he runs to that point there, he should be okay in theory. But there's water there, he would need to go around this way, so I'm going to ignore the water and run around this way. Same with my guy. Move up there. Wait there. Body control test fails. Ah, he's got... did that just say he had a 1% chance? That is not good if he's stuck there for however long. Can I walk through these bushes? I don't know. Apparently so. Are these all in... I hope they don't have a lot of health, that's all I can say. We're up to that corner up there, so therefore only... well, actually all three might still be able to hit you, but not anymore. There we go, we'll fence ourselves in, but on purpose. I believe your player characters get... oh, well, there goes that idea. I was going to say I thought the tutorial said they all get one free parry. Apparently not. Well, if I don't get control of my mage here, he's in a lot of trouble. He has a chance... yeah, he has a 1% chance to get himself out of there, so he's basically done for this fight. That's unfortunate, and that's reason enough to want to restart. However, I will play on a little bit just to show off more of the battle system. Let's pick on this guy. How much did that do to him? Almost half, so they've got about 25 HP, I would guess, by that. There are traits you can buy In fact, I think I was exactly right there, because that was 14 and I did 11 before. There are traits you can get and skill up, and for example, like your knowledge of nature, which will then display enemy HP for you. Assuming it's not bosses, I think it always doesn't show you bosses. Oh, he's up to 9% chance, it's getting ever so slightly better. I'm just going to kill him still, but I could go help, but
Die, will you?
I don't seem to have a problem hitting these guys, so I just want to kill them quick. Why would I say that? Oh, right, they just want to murder the mage. Whatever. He's probably going to be able to last another 2 turns at most. No, 1 turn. I believe the way death is handled is that you can go down for 3 turns, and then you're gone out of the fight, if you aren't revived by that point. You can't attack, so why is it still giving me the option? Here we are. Oh, he's on 1 HP? No, 2 HP. Oh, I actually got control of him! Amazing! Right. I don't think I can save him, unfortunately, but I can hopefully do a lot of damage before I die. Don't screw up this time. Why would you cast it on yourself? Well, at least he got stuck as well. It must be only if you walk in the central hexagon. Okay, so I should be safe walking onto this square. Yes, it's the middle square. If you walk over the middle square, you get stuck. Did that use up all my turn? What? Oh, can I not hit him while he's stuck? Damn it. Oh well, lesson learned again. No wait, I must be able to, because it must be so low in the hole that I can't see him or something, because they were hitting the wizard. It relates back to that joke that the dwarves were telling, now that I think about it. Oh, why would you always miss? I need to upgrade his greatsword skill. Oh, you've got another turn to live. Do you have any healing? You do actually, now that I think about it. You have a heal. I could have also used a barrier spell too. That's what I should have done now that I think about it. You can create a barrier that lasts for 3 turns and just protects you. If they don't have any range, you can't be hit. Oh, that might keep you alive, we'll see. Possibly. Very possibly. Nope. Well, whatever. Now the real fighting begins.
Die, will you?
Let's try a normal attack, maybe have better accuracy. Yeah, you do, kind of. These will not be a threat to my melee guys. Oh, you can still kick him when he's on the ground? Ah, it's like D&D where you can go into negative hit points, and once you reach a certain point you are actually just done. I wonder if I can lose him forever, that'd be interesting. Oh, I should have done a regular attack. Damn. Regular attack would have killed him too. Oh, now you're trying to pick on the dwarf, are you? Well, he will kick your ass. With this. Like that. And please excuse my phone if you heard it. Right, can I do anything? Can I, like, help you? Perception? No, that's checking for traps. Waiting is not what I want to do. Use, I don't think I can use a dead body, at least nothing legal. Let's see, let's smack you. I miss with regular attack. Of course I miss! Of course I do! No, they're all on the dwarf. Who's the weakest one here? The weakest one is this guy right here. Nice. Extra nice. He is down and out. 2 more to go. So I will kind of start wrapping up here because this fight is almost over. This was Blackguards by Daedalic Entertainment. In US dollars it is $39.99, which I believe means that it will be $29.99 in British pounds, but do not quote me on that. Please check in the description box for a link to the Steam store page and it will be in your region, so you'll see for sure one way or the other. It's recommended. My first impressions as of just over an hour and a half in. I am liking this a lot more than Divinity so far, although keep in mind Divinity is an in-progress game, whereas this is not. It apparently opens up more, and if you want I can potentially do some more footage once I've done more of the game, because I think this is a game that I'm going to stick with and see what happens, because I'm enjoying it that much. I don't often do that because I don't have time, but this is one of those games that's interested me. I like my RPGs, and I like the way this is so far executing things. We'll see if that's the case further down the line. Oh, there we go.
It's still there. See?
I see a shred of leather.
You're
with some
talking while face down on the floor.
This is the way. Follow me.
I hope that wasn't on purpose. Anyway, we'll see what loot we get, and then I will end there. 50 AP means I have enough to learn skills now too, which is great. I can learn dodge, which is what I've been wanting from a mage for a long time. So yeah, there's a follow-up quest to go to the Dragon's Cave. But I am going to end there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Remember, this is Blackguards, and my phone requires attention, so I'm going to go now. My name has been Flik. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more gaming stuff, and ta-ta for now.